Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of me doing a model and chatting with you all. Everyone chilling out, relaxing, and it's an exciting day today. We're going to be putting together the chest and at least and some other things that I've planned. Maybe some panel lining, maybe some water slides. We'll see. I've got a couple cool things to show you that came in the mail today. Hey, Fixa, great to see you. So I got two shipments today. One from a store called New Type, which brought me these two new tools. This is the Razor Plus. It's a different type of glass file, and a little bit I've used of it. It's really gets everything down super fast with minimal sand actual needing to go past. And then with it, I also got these balancers, and where I got a little bit of hole because it was a little bit on the sharp end. But these are buffing sticks, and it really leaves a nice gloss touch to it. And between the two, you don't even see the nub anymore. It's pretty amazing. So I'll be using those two today. Also with it, I have one of our next builds. This was actually a shipment earlier. I don't know how much it fits into the space, but this is the Thunderbolt. I'll be building this at some point down here, so that'll be an exciting one. And I got a surprise package from Amazon today from someone, and it was the high grade Gundam Calibarn, which was on my Amazon wish list. And it'll be a quick build, but I'm gonna try some new things on it, I believe. And it's been one I've kind of wanted and looked forward to, so I'm pretty happy about that. So very happy about that. I spent a little time down here actually cutting out a lot of the pieces and separating them into baggies for the location they go into. And when I have off time, I have been trying to sand them or to get the nubs off and get them ready so that the show is a lot more building rather than just me clipping and sanding, which I know can get tedious at times. So hopefully we have a good mix today. And as I said, after we're done with the chest, I'll probably show some more panel lining on it. And then I'll also show how to do water slides today, I believe. So it'll be, I'm going to stream probably a little longer than I usually because I'm at the end of my month for my free StreamYard, and I've got like 6 hours left. I'm not going to use all of it, but try for 2 or 3. And then I have to be conservative because I'll have a whole month to try and get through the hours. But I think with the schedule I have planned, it should be feasible. Anyways, let's get on with it. I shouldn't need these nippers because I've already got them out of the runners. And so this one might be used a little bit, but I think I'm going to be using this razor quite a bit. And to clean it, because I have used it a little bit, so I'll clean it real quick. You just take a piece of tape and put it on there, rub it on, and there's all the dust, and it is perfectly clean. This, I think, ran about $25. And this is the Razor Plus, and it's a little bit chunkier. I'll probably end up eventually getting the regular Razor, which is a thinner one. And that will be, so between the two, I'll be able to get most crevices and everything. So I'm going to make sure all these pieces are good. I think this is the one I was working on right before the stream. Yeah. There's only one nub left right here, I think. Yep. trying to get this with the Razor Plus is going to be a little tough. But I think it did it. A little bit left. So I've been told with this, you want to do single strokes in the same direction. And it is completely down. So that one's done. Let's take a look at this one's got 1, 2, 3. I got to do quick. So we'll see here. And it's gone. That is very good. I'm impressed. It's even better than my Display. I don't know if I always pronounce that company right. Glass File, which I really liked. And that one's gone as well. Hey, Code. Good morning, sir. For us, it's the afternoon. But you're in Australia or New Zealand, something like that, I believe. So welcome. Yeah, that turns out so nice right away. A lot of times I don't even need to use the balancer. These are kind of small pieces, so it's kind of hard to show the balancer as I drop one of the bigger ones. But on the right, on this side, I'd already sanded or gotten all those completely done. This one's got one nub, and this is just maybe needing. Ooh, okay, I see where this needs just a pass or two. Yeah, this is the one I cut bad. I went and cut into the actual model, unfortunately. So this one I'll be sure to use some of the balancer on. So you can see it's a little. Okay, let's see what we can do with this balancer. And then use the top one to really give it a gloss. And there you go. It's pretty shiny. I mean, did a decent job considering what it looked like before. So I give it a good A+ on that. So there's two things that I want to get down the line. They're actually on my Amazon list that I need to eventually pick up. One is a new X-Acto knife. I want one that has a bare handle on it and actually different blades than what I use. I'm going to use more of a chisel blade. Oh, excellent. I look forward to showing that and getting that all nice and ready. And it's just amazing how it really gets that nub down to nothing. So smooth. I love that. Hey, Carl. You're too OCD for models, huh? Well, maybe you should try an entry one to start working on your OCD. You know, one of those putting yourself in the situation type thing. I don't know. It's just an idea. And I am not a licensed therapist or mental health professional. Merely a patient. All right. That's nice and smooth. I'm not really going to buff that one because it's on the inside. And then this one will be a little tough to get. Is that one? No, that's not even one. All right. Oh, there it is. So I don't know if you could see that. It's just a little nub there. And we're just going to go like so. And I'm not even using this completely right yet, I don't think. I look forward to using it on some bigger nubs to really see it take it down. And it is gone. No white mark. Love it. I look forward to showing you guys panel lining and water slides today. I did I got half of a railgun done. I can only do water slides for like 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour at max. And then it just gets to be too tedious, which isn't good because I have 100 plus, probably 200 to 300 at least of water slides to do on this. Each water slide takes about 5 minutes for me, I would say 5-10 minutes currently, depending how big and the placement. You know, that is a big reason why I do this code. I suffer from a lot of mental illness and negative thoughts and a lot of things going on in my life at the moment. And it's actually part you won't be seeing me buying any models probably for a while due to some dental procedures I need to pay for ahead of time because dental for some reason is the only one that makes you pay ahead of time. And so I'm going to be working with what I got for the most part, unless someone buys one like they did apparently this week or something, which I'm not asking others to buy me them. I'm rambling. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I do this a lot for my mental health. It started out with that, and then once I moved from my room desk to down here for the big one, I figured, hey, why not live stream it? Oh, and those two tools that I'm planning on getting eventually. One's a new knife with a chisel style blade, which will lay flat, and the second one is a mini vise that can hold pieces like this, so I can sand them better. Sand them and do panel lines and water slides a lot easier than having it in my hand. This one's a little bit more stubborn. I think I've got it though. Just trying to make sure it's keep going a little too rough on it, and I think that's causing a little bit of scratching. Anyways, we'll use this a little bit. And it is nice. Yeah, same manic depression and manic anxiety, plus all the other crap. I can be all over the joint some days, and I just ain't I'm gonna get annoying people in my eyes. Never feel like you're annoying people. You know, always reach out to anyone, including myself. I know what it's like. So never feel like you're alone. And this is really a good hobby for this stuff, I've learned. I just got to make sure I cut right on these. So, kind of learning how to do the best cuts. It's got a little bit left. Oh, that got it down completely almost. And it's gone. And I just got to get a little bit here. I think I've told you a little bit. Oh, I appreciate that. If you look at my Amazon wish list, I found a good one that will work perfectly, at least for my stuff. I don't know if it'll work good for yours, but I like the way it's set up. It's got like a little indenture partly inside, so it's a little bit more secure. But what I was going to say, Coded, is at least for this, entry level is fairly cheap. Like I'll show you the one someone sent me. That's all done. Nice. Someone sent me this today, the high grade Gundam Calibarn, and it's a $22 model. It's kind of they have entry grade, but it's very few of them and they take less than a day. So I'd recommend going to these. This is like the second level, and then there's real grade, master grade, then perfect grade. This Sky Defender is kind of like a master grade. It's like a in between master grade and perfect grade. I would love. There's two perfect grades that I really would love, but I can't afford the $200, $200 to $300 they're each. Hey, Casper, great to see you. Especially right now. Definitely out of the. Unless someone goes crazy and actually buys it, don't buy it for me, please. Don't do that. I shouldn't even joke about that. Also, I'm trying not to talk about stuff like that. So, but yeah, you do that, and then you can get an entry grip, which is what I got this from, the X-Acto knife. This kind of works kind of like the balancer, like a buffer. And then I got this small metal file, and I think one or two different sandpapers, and a bunch of blades for the X-Acto knife. And it was like $6 or $8 on Amazon. Super cheap, but it's great for the entry, the high grades. And then once as you start to learn, once you kind of see if you enjoy the hobby or not, then you can start getting, you put a couple high grades under your belt, maybe a real grade, and then kind of decide if you like it enough, you start, getting different tools to kind of improve, watch more YouTube tutorials. I watched lots of YouTube tutorials, lots of reviews. So there's plenty of content out there. I'm hoping one day I become successful enough. I get a sponsor or something that will just send me models. That would be excellent. I did get a turntable the other day too. I'm going to start doing short videos of the ones I've got done, of just them rotating on the turntable, saying what they are, and then I'll probably do a second short with a quick 30-second video on the pros and cons of what I thought of it. So a little different content coming out that in the future. What's nice about those shorts is I won't have to use StreamYard for them. So those are just you take the video and then you plug it into YouTube, and YouTube turns it into a short for you. The only bad thing is you gotta do the up down instead of like landscape. That's the only thing that's kind of not a fan of. Today was the perfect day to do this, as I got this new tool and I'm really loving how quickly it gets everything down. Also, sometime in the future, I'm going to do my first paint job one, custom paint one. You get a couple different spray cans and do a spray paint job. And then for some of the finer stuff, I might, I'll do like use the markers or my paint by hand. And one day, super down the road, I hope to learn airbrushing. So that really gives the best look. But I already know what model I would use for the spray paint job. And one day, what will help is there's a video game called Gundam Breaker 4 coming out at the end of the month. It's like an action RPG co-op game that you can play with your friends online. And it uses the concept of Gunpla, which is these Gundam models, where you can destroy them in game, by attacking them, and you can gather the parts and either make that model yourself or combine the kits to make your own unique one. But one other thing you can do is once you build the kit, you can custom paint it. Well, that's perfect for me because I have no sense of like art skill of picturing in my head of what would look good as a color scheme. So that is going to give me a way of seeing, oh, this is how I would want to paint this one. And I would be able to do that. So pretty pumped about that. Then I'm just looking forward to a new Gundam game. I've been playing a tactical role playing Gundam game at the moment, just because I've been on such a kick with the series so lately. And clean this off since we're done with the chest pieces. And so I've been playing that till the Gundam Breaker 4 game comes out, which I have pre-ordered. So to save some cash, I switched from the deluxe version to the regular version, but that is fine. Still decent amount of money. Anyways, now we're ready to do the final stage for the chest. We've got all the pieces. Let's get those kind of laid out a bit. The one fall of doing it this way is I have to go by the pictures because obviously the numbers are not on them. So I got to figure out what goes where. Learn by mistake. Let's see. All right. This one goes here. So but it should go. There it goes. All right. And we should have similar for the other side right here. All right. And we got some side ones. Let's go. So really, that's how it goes. It just doesn't look or feel right. Yeah, that's the only part that goes into it. That is so weird. There must be something that goes over the top of it. That one didn't want to go in all the way, so we got to check that. For these final pieces, I always want to make sure they go in all the way properly. So I double check everything to make sure. There it goes. Hey, Abby. Great to see you. Hey, AK. Blessed mom. Sorry I didn't see you all. Just looking down for a moment. Thank you. I try to make it pretty good and relaxing. People always wanted some always were saying they wanted non-drama, nice relaxing things. All right. Let's see here. All right. Here's one of them. Here's the other one. Now it's a trick of figuring which one goes where. I'm going to assume it's like this. Those go. I see. They go here. There's these pieces that kind of move to the side. I just need to make sure they go in completely. See, they move a little bit. So want to make sure they it's helping with your bad day. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I will definitely say building them definitely helps when I'm having a bad day where I'm really in my head a lot with negative thoughts. And it really just kind of clears the head. So I'm glad I'm able to help you even just a little bit. It's all very weird and loose. All right. See how many more times I could say all right. I'm really seeing the downfall of doing it this way. Must be going there. So, and then we've got these. It's got to be these. Let's see where it could be anything else. They just don't look right though. Q2. I don't think I have Q2 anymore. I think I used all the parts in it. Let's see. Yep, I used all the parts in Q2, so it's got to be. I apologize. Just making sure I'm using the right part and seeing how it goes. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. I think I got it. There we go. There we go on that one. All right. Flat end up. And press in like so. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, okay. So these are supposed to go out. For some reason. Oh, I see. Okay. And put these on. Just no small feet. And then it wants this to stay, but this to drop. So, and then this goes over the top and through those like so. I feel like there shouldn't be this gap though. Something is wrong. I put something wrong, something together wrong on this. All right, we're gonna backtrack probably quite a bit. Not happy about this. I have to get to this whole assembly. All right. Wow, we have 6 in chat. That is awesome. I think I picked a good time. Maybe I should do Wednesdays at like 6 or 6:15. Well, I took that whole thing both times. All right. This is going to be a big pain to change out, isn't it? All right, let's check. I was always worried that this wasn't right, and I appear to be correct on that. Once I see where the assembly goes for that. Is there a stage 2 for the chest? I didn't know it. I am. Okay. So now we're putting this thing together. Let's see what's going on. Pulls out. And it's the right direction. This is right. And this plugs into there like so, like we thought, like we had it. This swings down like so. And then pushed in. Oh, wow, that's a lot better. And then this goes like so. And these are out like that. That is amazingly better. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Thank you so much, Casper. That is more than appreciated. It really does mean a lot. And thank you for coming. It's always great just to have you for as long as you're able to make it. And to celebrate a donation, I do a little something funny. Robot dance. There we go. Robot dance celebration. Can't say you see that everywhere you get a donation at. And don't ever call a small donation. Any donation is a big donation to me. So now I gotta remember how these go on. That way, does it go like gotta go like this. There we go. Oh, and I cut myself. I'm bleeding. Bound to happen. It's not right. It's over here like so. It is. There we go. That is very loose. It's a good thing something goes over it. There we go. Then we put these back on. Flat cycle is up, I believe. Yeah. Yep, just like that. It sort of holds those in. All right. Now it wants this to drop down. And we put this on the proper way now. Oh yeah, these are supposed to go like that for the moment. And go something like that. Trying to make sure it, yep, it is fully on there. That is a lot better flush. Excellent. And this goes like this. It's gotta be this. Ah, I see. Okay. So once that goes back in, this goes here, like so. So it's not going the way I want it. Come on, pop open for me. Pop open for Taco. All right, that is not fully in. Is that not the way it's supposed to go? Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go. This is really odd. Sorry about this. Just trying to figure out how this actually goes. Yeah, it's supposed to go that way. Nice and it's nice and cleaned out. So, well, we lost half the people. They were bored, or they stopped by. Oh, come on. Too good for your home? Or is that as far as it's supposed to go? That just doesn't look right, does it? Did I miss something somewhere? Because the picture turns, suddenly changes like, oh, here's a new piece. Ah, okay. I'm dumb. I didn't realize this was, I was connecting it directly, but no, it goes like that. And then from there, it goes, let's see if I can pull this out. From there, it goes into here, like so. Then with these open, as much as they open, this slides in like so, and then these come down to look like that. Excellent. I might not be the smartest modeling tool, but I eventually get it done. And then these go right here. I said, right? There it goes. There's a lot of fragile pieces around this because they're on like various like hatches that open, and so it's kind of weaker points. And so getting these down into the frame can be a little bit challenging. That went all right. All right, we got those in. Now it's time for these. And this one. So this goes up in front like so. And then these go with the one side and back. They click in like so. We're almost done. Junebug! Hope you're doing well. Did you see my Yoshi post in Discord and my mention of you? And we're almost done. Onto the back location. Has us putting this first, like so. Like so. And then this goes on after. It's like trying to find places where I can adequately hold it down. And then that's kind of a flap. Don't know why we have that flap, but we have that flap. Got scared for a second. It's just my alarm. Oh, that'd be sweet. Say, I'm horrible at that stuff, but that's going to be one of my main things tomorrow is dusting, cleaning, and then I got put up like 5 shelves for these models because I have nowhere else to put them, and I need somewhere to put them and put them on display so that when I stream games or whatever on my PC, you'll be able to see at least some of them in the background. Definitely not going to be getting any women with having those in my room, but oh well. All right. There's that. And the final piece. There we go. It is fully a built chest. I gotta say, it looks very nice. All right. Now we're going to do the other two things I was going to tell you that we were going to do today. First, I just need to clean this up a little bit so that we have plenty of space. There's that. That away. Oh, and this was like $6 and it came with 3 of them. So should last at least a couple builds. Put this away. With my one blade nippers, I always keep them nice in their storage because the one blade is very thin and fragile, and if it were to drop, it would break. All right. Go to the sticker section. I said session. And we'll do the side of the floating gun. They grab the supplies. We got water. I've got to figure out which one is it for these. And why is it 2 separate ones? Floating gun decal, floating gun decal. Base decal, and the full. Looks like the red on this is awful. Don't know if you could see that. I can barely see it. Oh, those are bases that, okay, I see. So we want I. I just got to pull out the right one. I. Grab one of these. And I was going to show you panel lining as well. So we'll do that first, actually. I'm just going to do 1 or 2 panel lines and how to clean it. So grab one of these. All right. So I have a pack of black line markers. I think I showed these last time. There's 0.05 millimeter tip, 0.1 millimeter, 0.2, 0.4. The one we use for panel lining, I go between the 0.5 and the 0.1, or 0.05 and the 0.1. And I will, so what it does is it highlights the different, what you do is you're you're going to go over the line between different panels. Like this piece has like several panels over it. Right now it just looks like that. What we do is we take this and we just go like that, over like so. Unfortunately, did a little oopsie doodle there, but that's fine because I actually kind of want that to show. And there's a recessed area there. And then we go over this one like so. Again, it kind of, it's a little thick. And then there's a little recessed spot there. Go over here, go completely around. And so what that does is it adds dimension to it. From far away, you know, you can really see the dimension. There's one more right here. I would like to get a gray in this marker because I think it would be better, but we're going to go with the darker one for this. Just go down like so. And you're not too worried about mistakes. Hey, Goblin Bob. First time I've seen you. Great to see you. Goes like that. Over like so. So I don't know if I'll do streams that where all I'm doing is panel lining because I think it would be kind of boring. Also with the water slides. So it might be something where I work on my own and then you guys just see the final product afterwards. I might put it in the community page or a couple times to vote. So a few more like right here. Ah, that is a terrible panel line. Good job. Way to go, Josh. I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing well yourself. As I'm talking to myself. I think that's why I'm even though I'm kind of a little monotone and more relaxing tone, I'm good at talking to myself. So it kind of works well for doing streams. So some of these recessed areas I'll fill in with black marker. Sometimes I'll do something different, but for this one, I'm just doing the straight shading. I didn't want to do anything too crazy and possibly ruin the design. No, I think that's a victory. It's just bad when you argue with yourself and both sides lose. Then that's not good. I don't think that's actually one. Oh well. So I'm just doing this, and they're kind of hard to see on the camera, especially as I make mistakes. But they're very thin lines, and you kind of go with the edge. Put the tip against the edge and let the edge guide you for the most part. I've got a trimmer, so it makes it a little bit harder. I was in a drafting class and we were supposed to be able to do a straight line without the guidance of a ruler. Yeah, I failed that. I never could do that. Didn't know at the time, but I figured it out, or I learned eventually that I have a tremor disorder. And so, see, made big mistakes there. You think it would be the end of the world Why aren't you trying to do something now to fix it? And I will in a moment. But I'm going to try and get as many panel lines as I can done. Don't know if I like this look. I might get rid of this whole panel line. I don't know. I'm really making a mess of it too. Hey, ASMR, how are you doing, buddy? Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. One thing I like about my channel is I've always had the rule of anyone is welcome. There are a few exceptions, but I don't say who. But they're most likely on a list somewhere. But other than that, anyone is welcome. And I don't care if two people don't like each other. If they're in my chat, they can ignore each other and get along for the day, for the stream. They want to fight, they can go to a Discord or somewhere else to fight. There is no fighting here. And I have very strict rules too about it. First time is just a verbal warning. Keep doing it, you get timed out. Third time, you get timed out for the day. And finally, after that, thanks. This is just I did this, I think, over a day or so, just a quick workshop. It is a little messy at the moment. All right, so to clean these lines, I've made a mess of a lot of these lines. Some of them are drying. What you do is you get Zippo lighter fluid. No, I'm not setting the whole thing on fire now. And you put that onto a cotton swab. And then let's see, where's somewhere I made a big mistake. Okay, so right there. It's definitely not supposed to be there. You scrub and it's gone. Same here. All gone. You can go over areas I've kind of dried and it will get rid of any of the mistakes you made. Might temper it down a little bit. Like this is kind of all crooked. Get a little too much, so I might have to re-go over that line, but I'm still learning how to use the Zippo lighter fluid. I think I gotta wait for it to dry more. I don't know if the problem with, yeah, see, that took it all off. I didn't want that. It was a little too wet still. That's tempering it down kind of nicely on that one. The acetone will probably break down the plastic paint, where this will just clean it. Will clean the areas that you need cleaned and not break down the plastic. Aw, I don't need to be adored. I'm just a normal guy. So yeah, I'll have to redo those areas, but get some of this more. But yeah, going over the areas will clean them up nicely. And what's nice is it doesn't like streak or leave a residue. And so it's probably the best cleaner. Other ones I've used alcohol swabs. Do I have a favorite kit? This one's becoming my favorite kit, but I would say uh, the Q-Buy, I think it's called. It's another third-party kit. I did post pictures of it in my community post by Motor Nuclear. It's yellow, and then it's very pointy. It's got a big spear on it. And then in the traditional Gundam one, I liked the Master Grade Freedom 2.0 I did. It was the first one I did water slides on, and I got holographic water slides for it, and I got some metal parts for the joints, and it just looks amazing. I wish I could show you the pictures on here, but actually I might be able to. Just give me a second. I'm not going to be able to see chat for a moment because I have to use my iPad to show you guys. Go down. Community. I know I have it. This one's coming in the mail. I'm looking forward to this one. And this is the one I'm talking about. This was my favorite one. BaiQi, that's what it was. BAIQI by Motor Nuclear. And then I've got my Freedom 2.0 with the holographics. It's kind of hard to tell the hollows a little bit there. Oh, see, get a good picture right there. And then I also did Real Grade Sazabi and High New Gundam. And I got those posed together. So that's one small shelf on my wall. Anyways, back to the stream. Glad you like them. But this one is probably going to become one of my big favorites. It's at least one of my favorite builds I've done in terms of just putting together. It was a challenge, but it's really come like broken down together or put together good. It's got a good solid base. It makes you feel like it's actually could like work. It's got so mechanical. Like here's the legs from the past stage. It's just waiting to get its armor on, but it's got like this cool engine, jet on the back. These are gonna pop open a little bit. These can pop open a little bit. Like I don't know if they pop open anymore. Oh, like that. That pops open. And then it's got more jets here. It's got one on the bottom. It's actually one of my mistakes was I accidentally cut the plastic peg that went out to put this in. But luckily the extra thin cement did the deed. Anyways, that was showing the panel lining and the Zippo layer fluid and how it cleans. Maybe I'll show other ones some other time. I'm going to get a new Q-tip because now I'm going to show how to do a water slide. Put that to the side. We've got our floating gun that we're going to decal. And let's see, there's the X-Acto knife. We got tweezers that actually clamp down together. Got water. Where's that other cotton swab? All right, I'll just grab one. It's not like I don't have a few cotton swabs. Pull that out. what we do is we've got this little uh, Ziploc container of plastic container with some water in it. Dip half the Q-tip in water, and then we've got our water decals here. They don't come off like traditionally. Instead, what we have to do, it's a little dirty. Should be fine though. What we do is we find the number. So let's go with something that can be shown a little bit easier. They really just kind of let you go wherever on there, don't they? Huh. All right, we're gonna go with something a little more difficult. We're gonna go with a big red line 12. It's on an angle too. So we look for the number 12, which is this one here. Then we just take our X-Acto knife, scalpel, whatever you want to call it. This is why I want to get a nicer one. That way, well, I want a nicer one for cutting down the nubs a little bit, but this is also used a lot. And you just cut around it. It doesn't matter how close you get. In fact, you want to leave a little space so that you can grab hold of it without grabbing the part you want on the model. So go like that. I'm not the best with a knife. That's why it takes me a while. So kind of just pop it out a little bit and grab it with the tweezers. Find a spot on it where you're not touching the sticker, like so. Then you take it and dip it in the water for about 10 seconds or so. And then you're going to take it. This is going to be a little tricky doing this while also trying to show it on camera. With your slightly damp piece, and you're going to slowly slide it off the backing of this, and it comes on here, and then we just got to place it in the right spot. Like so. So that looks very nice. And then you take the dry end and carefully, oh, and that's why I said carefully, because now it moved on me. So now I gotta get placement right again. So I've got it in the right spot. You take the dry end and you just pat it and roll it dry without moving it. Now I'm sliding a little bit, but there we go. And then it is in place. But you have to try and be careful with them because you don't want. Is that how it's supposed to look? No. See, okay. I refreshed looking at the picture and see it's not in the right spot, so I can move it. You wet it and you can kind of move it to how you want it to be. So it's supposed to be more like this end. It's supposed to be more straight on the top. And so I'm trying to move it back to where it looks right. slightly forward. And this one can take time. This is one of the more difficult ones because I'm looking, there's no real marker of where it should be exactly. And I've got to try and get it like the picture shows. Which the picture shows this being slightly straighter. So I think I got it like that. And then now that we have it, I got to pull this down slightly. This is a little, oh, come on. I picked like the worst piece to start off with. Let's see, there we go. Oh, you just got the perfect grade unicorn. I'm jealous. I have yet to get a perfect grade. There is the perfect grade Astray Red Frame Kai is coming out next month, and that looks amazing. I haven't done the master grade one, and now I kind of want to wait to get till I can get the perfect grade one. By the way, since you asked me, what is your favorite kit that you've done so far? No, you cut out 11. Oh, and for my side project right now that I'm doing on my own, away from streams, I am doing the I'm doing from Double O. I'm doing Kyrios. I have the rest of them. Well, I don't have Exia. I have Quant 7 or Full Saber done. So I'm counting that because I want to eventually do perfect grade Exia. But Kyrios is the last one of the main ones from that series that I have to do. And so, and they'll all be put on a shelf together. I do need to finish Dyname's water slides. I kind of messed him up a little bit. I'm not happy with how he turned out. I screwed that one up royally. Get that in there. Is there a pink on them? Actually, there's a few. And I actually have one of them. It's kind of pink. It's kind of purple. I have Justice 2.0. I'll have to show it next time for you, Abby. Next time you're here, I'll bring it down next time I come down, and then next time you're here, I'll show it. It's the MG Verka new. You know, I've heard great things about it. I mean, everyone loves the. Wow, that turned out nice. That was like almost a perfect fit right away. I've heard almost everyone loves. You know, everyone pretty much loves putting together the news and the high news, whether it's the master grade Verka versions or, like for me, the real grades. You gotta push this back a little bit. Now, how should. Sorry, I'm trying to see. What's the problem with lines? Yeah, try and figure out exactly how to get them to look the best. All right. I think that's the best I'm going to get it. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? I do not have any perfect grades. The closest perfect grade I have is the Sky Defender, which is a 172 scale. And I'd say from what I heard, it builds more like a master grade EX than a perfect grade. I don't like to look at that. Pull it. Definitely don't like that. Trying to keep it the same spacing. And how that line. Okay. Eventually, you just got to stop playing with it. I've made so many innuendos on these live streams doing these. One day there's going to be a clip show of just my innuendos. All right. That's as good as it's going to get. I had a chance, and I really kicked myself for not buying it, Goblin. I didn't really have money at the time, though, unfortunately. Moved on me. I didn't have the funds at the time. Yeah, they're also really expensive. I don't know why they just didn't make it slightly big. Well, they already have the strike freedom, so perfect grade. So I know why they. I don't know why they. I see why they made it. You know, they have their little, the slight few. I think it was made because of the Seed Freedom movie coming out. But it's like you already had a perfect grade. You have the master grade. You have an extreme burst mode one. I don't necessarily see why you had to make. That's as good as it get. I'm not touching it now. For that sticker. Ooh, we got a nice big one here. 10. But it's like, and don't get me started about the premium Bandai ones that you can only buy on their site in pre-order. I have a bone to pick about those. I understand you making cool, like clear-coded ones. You want them to be rare, exclusive. I get that. But then you make ones like the other different endless wing ones that people want, and you've now made the mold for it, and you make it a rare, only a few people can get one, and the price, of course, shoots through the roof. Like I want the Altron or Alterion, the green one from Gundam Wing. I really want that one because it'd be so cool to have. You know, because I prefer that over the Shenlong. But anyways, yeah, I feel like premium Bandai should be just strictly, different colors. They shouldn't be whole. Even like some of like the additional parts that they do. Like I could see those, but for actual sets that don't have a set, I feel like they should definitely be their own, or they shouldn't be their own. You can still call it premium Bandai, but put it, be a premium master grade, put a little bit, another $10 on it and put it retail. You're still making your money, but you're printing out a few more. Even make it just one print. I would be fine with that. Give me one print. Oh, water slides are so tedious. Anyways, I was saying that the one I was kicking myself about that I couldn't afford at the time, and I wish I would have been able to somehow come up with the money. There was one on an auction site called Whatnot for $75. It was the perfect grade Wing Zero custom, which I understand it's like 175 normally, but that's $100 off. And I him and hawed about it. I was like, do I try to find the money some way? I'm like, and like, it's one of the oldest ones. It gets mixed reviews. I love Wing Gundam though. It's like I went back and forth on it quite a bit, and I kind of kicked myself for not getting it. Like, when are you going to find a perfect grade for the price of a master grade? And I did, and didn't. I didn't bite on it. Shipping was only like $5 too, so it was still going to be like $80. Oh yeah, that's a nice deal. Yeah, and it was from a verified person that they have their own store, and I think they were just getting rid of the extra stock that one they had. I don't necessarily know why were getting rid of it for that price, but I had seen it drop a couple times, and I was kind of like curious to see how far it would drop. And then one day it just kind of disappeared at the $75 level, and I was like, "Oh, why didn't I pull the trigger?" So now I kind of keep track of that site a little bit. Usually they're around retail, then you got paid for the shipping, and I'm like, you guys kind of price yourself out. Sorry, but if you're gonna post on like Whatnot and have a shipping fee, it would be something that's kind of out of print or hard to get, and you charge retail or more, or you have to price yourself with your shipping to be slightly cheaper than like Amazon or what what other stores charge. Just my opinion. All right, looks like this. Goblin, if I don't know if you have Facebook, if you're on Facebook, there's a fan or a group called Gundam Builders Tips and Tricks. Highly recommend it. I've gotten some good ideas from there, and people post a lot of the ones they're building. You could ask questions if something is going wrong or you're not sure on something, and it's very active. I try to be very active on there. I don't post my channel. I wish I could post my channel on there, but I don't want to upset the moderators if there's a no promotion rule or something like that. I should probably check, but I just I'm not going to stir up the hornet's nest. Doing way more of these than I thought I would be doing, but I have people in chat, and so I figure I'll chat for a while. But yeah, I think you at least have to be $5 to $10 cheaper than what Amazon or or retail are going to be, including the shipping. Do I have a favorite Gundam? I'm guessing that's what it is. The heart. Oh, a favorite grade. I used to be a real grade person. There's like for a while, I think I did three. I would say like out of my six first builds, uh, three of them, three or four of them were real grade, and so I was kind of like real grade master race type, kind of like the PC master race joke. It stuck to my finger. Exactly what I did want to do. Come on. Oh boy. I really screwed up here. Gotta be careful. Very careful. Try and place it. Let's get it wet. Damn. There we go. I I'd say I'm kind of a master grade person. Obviously, I probably would be a perfect grade if I could afford it. But I think I'm a master grade person. And honestly, lately I've been a third party kit person, which tend to be 172 scale or 1/100 scale, because they look so much better and they build so great. The builds are very well done. Bandai could really step up and learn to do things slightly better. They like the parts are connected by the under areas that don't show. They have more painted pieces. It's just overall a better tends to be a better product. And I see they're trying to catch up, but they'll need to step up soon. Okay, you're dumb. Where do you go actually? Okay, so it goes here. I guess. I've done the aerial and I really enjoyed that one. I'd like to see more, and I know they've done some more full mechanics recently. I think they build more like a real grade than a master grade, which I think I kind of like a little bit. Uh, the aerial was done very well. I need to look at that and see, because it was like one of my first builds. I've only been doing this I'm on my third month. I started like June 3rd. So still very new to the hobby, but I would say Arrow was a very good one. I didn't, get LEDs or anything for it or anything like that. I didn't do anything fancy on it. It was just a fun, straight build. I don't even know if I was doing panel lining yet on it. So I gotta look to see if I panel lined it. So I do want to split eventually. So I should check to make sure I stickered and panel lined and where did that go? All right, you're gonna be hard to move. All right. Now you're on there. Slide you on there like so. Don't know if this is the right spot for it, but it's going there. Oh, it's turning on me. Can't even see the stupid thing. Why you do black on purple is beyond me. I don't know if I'm going to put these on. I might save myself time. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this off. You can't see it. I'm not going to waste my time with doing 12 of those. Sometimes you have to make the executive decision. Did I put 2 somewhere? I wasn't supposed to put 2. Oh, that sucker slid. The whole live stream was more just, I figured, hey, I'm going to be doing this. All I need is a crane. I already have my channel that I'm not using for what I used to use it for. At least currently, I'm not using it for gaming. I might as well show my current hobby. Come on. Please tell me you're not totally set. This stickers are so much faster, but water slides look so much better. So I understand water slides. I get it. It's just sometimes they're a pain. Because unlike stickers, once you place them, they stick. Water slides will move on you. Okay, I haven't used this product before, but let's see if it will work to actually hopefully make it move. This is Mr. Marksoft. We're going to see if this helps move it. It did. And I've completely ruined it now because it was a little too soft. No, we still got it. Come on. All right. It is amazing how they work, Abby. I agree. And that surprises me with perfect grades. Like, you're paying such a premium. Why not give water slides? Though I've heard I haven't really used Bandai's water slides at all because I don't think I've really had a model that had them. And so I've never used Bandai's. I get Delepi, I think it's called. It's a Korean company, Delpi, something like that. And they have a lot of times they'll have like they'll design extra stickers to put on, extra water slides to put on it. You could also just get like expansion ones and use like stickers from the previous one. they have all types of setups. It's kind of cool, especially if you're getting if you ever get the Freedom 2.0. I highly recommend them. You can get, I believe you can get the metal joints through them, and you can also get you can get hollow stickers that are based off the manual, and also expansion ones. To hydro dip a Gundam, I don't even know what that is. I'm curious. I'll have to look that up. You know what? You're right. And I did build a Verka. I built the Wing Zero custom, Endless Waltz custom one, or whatever they called it. Hey, Tonic. Hope you're doing well. I'm guessing you're at work today. All right. Oh, so there are 2 twos. The second one goes there. No, just hang out. All right. I usually thought you worked on Tuesdays, or on Thursdays or Wednesdays, but I must be wrong. Or did they move your days around a little bit? It is. I'm in Wisconsin, so it's afternoon. It's almost 8 o'clock. The main reason I'm on today, well, I'm learning that Wednesdays are actually. We work every other Wednesday. I'm learning that Wednesday after dinner is actually a decent time to stream. I'm still kind of learning what times are best for me to stream at. And I'm thinking around 6:30 Wednesdays will be a good one. Mondays appear to be good. Wisconsin cheese is the best, especially some of the spread cheese we get. Oh, fantastico. There's Merck's sharp cheddar cheese spread. Oh, get that in some like butter crisp. Oh, I could eat those all day, every day. They do make a good like light lunch, or a good snack after dinner. All right, so that one's put on. Got that. 3 or 8. I think that's an 8. Red 8. But yeah, I would have trouble living in any other state now that I've always lived in Wisconsin. But when I've went traveling where we stay for like, 2 weeks or so, and we go to the grocery store, and cheese would be like triple the price and not nearly as good, or the variety. It's very disappointing. I'm a big sharp and extra sharp cheddar person. It's midnight there. All right. I won't have you dox your location, but I'm assuming like UK or Western Europe type location. Ireland, maybe. Like I said, I don't need to know your location. I just guessing. This is the one thing that's been nice about switching to this type of content is I've had people from all over the world already. I had Indonesia the other day. Japan, someone from Pakistan. So I've had from all over. You grew up on Paris salad. Interesting. Never heard of it. I'll look in a second. I just finishing this line, trying to make it look nice. So it has to, when you're running against something, you want it to match the line that's already there. A dollop of mayo in the center, covered in shredded cheese and a cherry on top. Interesting. I don't know. I hate mayonnaise, so that's not going to win it for me. But I make a mean beer cheese dip. Oops. See, I got too greedy and was talking, and I moved my line. There we go. Europe. Okay. All right. We are at, I do 10 more minutes. Here, I can show you two of the builds that I'll be doing soon. Because I don't think any of you were here when I was doing that. Move this to the side. Put the water far off. I don't know. Did you guys enjoy me doing water slides, or would you prefer just building? I'm kind of curious. So this is one of the ones I'm going to be building on the stream here. Let me pull this up a little bit so that we get the full picture. This is by InEra Plus, and it's the Thunderbolt. So that's one of the things we'll be building eventually. We got that one. And we have the high grade Gundam Caliban. So looking forward to that one as well. It's actually one of the few high grades that I've really wanted. And to have someone actually buy it off my Amazon wish list makes it even that much more special. I plan on learning some techniques with this because like this will most likely have seam lines. And so I'm going to learn how to really knock out the seam lines so that is completely smooth. I'll also probably seal it and then do panel lines a different way. I'll use the Tamiya panel accent color, which will look nice on there. It provides a little bit, it really kind of provides a thinner line, and it's a lot easier to use, a lot quicker, I should say. And I don't know, maybe I'll do some other things. I gotta figure it out. Oh, and when well, I'll have to at least take pictures. Well, I'll eventually do my shorts with this rotating platform. I'll do pictures of the various Gundams I have from the 00 series with the LED in the chest. Because each one has a spot where you can put LED in. And I heard the Bandai ones really suck. And so I actually went on to eBay and I got different ones that actually turn on by using a magnet. And so you don't even have to mess around, like open it up, pull it out to turn it on. I can just press a magnet against it and it will turn on. So I'll show that too on the stream eventually. Maybe next stream on Friday, I'll do that. And so for next time, we are going to be doing, let me find it. not the shoulders. We're going to be doing the finishing touches on the waist. I have the pieces cut out. I need to sand them down, like get the nubs down. But then we'll build it, and maybe I'll do some more panel lining. This is what it looks like so far, the waist. This is the front. And then you got the side skirts, where the legs go. And then you got the back skirt, which can drop down like so. The only thing weird I will say about this is it's got engine, or wait, is this the back? No. For some reason, it's got a front, like booster. It's got like, I don't know, maybe those are just intakes, but looks like boosters, and it's got rockets on the sides. Part of it was made, or this wasn't made with metal at all. Yeah, these were up here. No, this was. I don't remember if this was a metal. No, it wasn't a metal piece. There was this one came with a few first print run metal pieces, and then there was also one main piece that was a metal piece. I forget where it went. I think it was in the chest. I want to say it was in the chest. But so those were nice to have. We've got shoulders. Cool thing about the shoulders is I can get it to work. All right, work for me here. These were always very stiff. That goes out a little bit like so, and then if you lift this up, it's another one. So you can kind of go triple. Push that back in. And then these pop open. So it's very interesting. I've already shown the legs. The arms, nothing too interesting. Double jointed, so it can go like almost all the way. It's cool as it's got like, you know, the like where the shocks or different piping. Let's see, we'll show a leg. So this was one of the legs. It already moves quite a bit. Like first you do that, and then that, but then it goes further. That should be going with it though. Okay, what's going on? That goes, and then, all right. Why are you not working like you should? Because this should be moving if I remember correctly. Let's see if this one. There is a joint there. Yeah, it's just a very hard joint. But yeah, so then that can move up like so. So you can go almost, and then that goes all together like so. It's real stiff, and I'm not a big fan of the leg design of how it seemed very I don't want to say fragile, but like just not very cooperative. This one is very, like, this part of the joint is just, I know it's probably not meant to be moved very often, that part, but it still is like, come on. And you got the foot that moves, the toe moves on the back, that little heel end moves, and then you got these that move. This doesn't move very much, if at all. I don't know, does it move on this one? No, it doesn't. But these do. And then you got that jet and back that moves. But various armor plates will be moving, so it'll be interesting to see. And I still have lots of these metal etching parts that are the bane of my existence. Out of all the stickers, water slide, regular stickers, these and the dry transfer, which I haven't done dry transfer, these are the worst. Hi, Polly. Hope you're doing well. All right. I'm at almost 2 hours. I was kind of shooting for 2 hours. I made it. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all come back. Greatly appreciate you all for coming. And until next time, love one another. Do something like this every day. Daily care is essential. Doing something to just kind of take yourself out of the busy part of your life. Usually this is kind of the first thing that we subtract from our life on a day when we're busy. And this should be the last thing that we get rid of. So that is my advice for today, my mental health break. Oh, I'll answer your question, Polly. It's not because they're metal. It's actually, that's not really metal. It's plastic that is colored metal. What it is it's just a lot of small pieces that are mechanical inside that have to kind of work together. And a lot of it was stiff joints too. And it's debating whether it's sand or not sand to make it looser, because eventually it'll loosen on its own. But there's a lot of like stuff that gets kind of like, I don't want to say caught, but like it just all needs to move fluidly, and sometimes it just doesn't want to do that. But anyways, thank you all for coming, and to all have a good night. Thank you.